Mucuna, Pruriens, velvet bean. Velvet bean's the medicinal part out of the plant, I guess. And it goes by a few different names, but good enough. Another adaptogen, of course, so dealing with stress through multiple mechanisms of enhanced qi, enhanced yin and yang, enhanced energy levels, enhanced handling of stress, feeling less stress. But like I said before on a different adaptogenic herb video, each adaptogen has its own personality as well. So let's talk about some of the specifics about this plant. Some of the things it's especially good for and proven itself with, made a name for itself with, is the nervous system. Both sides of the nervous system, peripheral, central, all of it. Now this plant has a lot of L-dopa in it, so it's a precursor to dopamine in the brain. Now, some people don't make a lot of dopamine. Some people make none. That leads to disease of the brain. But I wanted to throw in something here for people to think about. I don't remember where, but I've read studies, and it makes sense if you just think about it, that the difference sometimes between people who are considered highly successful, at least in a worldly sense, like people who are ambitious, believe they can do things and do it, you know, and succeed and, you know, achieve big things, make big name, reach their goals because they feel like they can. You know, the difference sometimes between a champion versus someone who works just as hard but, you know, doesn't have as much success. One of the ways that's been measured in tests that I've read somewhere is dopamine levels. And, you know, people who in their brain chemistry, because understand this, okay? You can look at the outside of humans and see lots of differences looking at the outside, right? Humans come in all different shapes and sizes and colors and designs and, you know, movement patterns and all kinds of variations, right? Well, brain structure, same thing. So if a person's, you know, dopamine level, for example, is preset, much higher than another. Now, preset does not mean some powerful genetic magic computer code that can't be broken. What it really means is the person's mind, body, and spirit, that's just where they're at as a consciousness. The way they see things is pretty confident and pretty good sense of well-being, at least in the brain chemistry department. So like every system of the body, every system of your well, every part of your consciousness, you know, we're all evolving in our own process, and we have a lot of variation. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. Now, you don't see that from the outside when you look at somebody on the surface, but the difference between dopamine levels could mean the difference between someone who truly envisions that they can and feels it that way and therefore manifests it versus someone who doesn't. Okay, so, you know, just to point out again a bit about how significant of a thing we're talking about here. Like I pointed out with the other adaptogenic herb videos so far, something of this nature will easily change the trajectory of someone's life, or what you could call fate, or, you know, whatever else, the course of their life, the outcome, the experience of it very much, which is, you know, the most important word, because that's what you're really taking with you, is what you gain from your experience. And if you're experiencing a lot more of it because the lights are on and you're a more conscious being, priceless. Okay, so athletics. All right, this plant's proven itself in the athletic department, like, you know, a lot of athletes have benefited. Again, dopamine helps as an athlete. It would help as, you know, anywhere confidence is going to be needed. So, but there's other reasons, even like physique altering reasons, okay? Like It's a secretagogue. It causes your body to make more growth hormone. It causes your testosterone levels to go up, and prolactin levels to go down. In men and women, the prolactin levels go down generally. And again, this is an adaptogenic herb. They're not going down in an unhealthy way. They're going down because they were at an unhealthy level. Because in the society you're in, certain things are just running the way they are because of the imbalanced way that life is. Okay, so an adaptogen, when you hear an adaptogen, oh, it increases testosterone. It's not like it increases testosterone by dumping testosterone in your body or something. It's simply the fact that your body starts working better, more the way it could be, okay? And you should be making more, and therefore you start making more, okay? As well as with other beneficial hormones. And there's a plethora of them. Just because we as humans, study certain ones that we're really interested in paying attention to right now, doesn't mean that there's not a whole bunch of other hormones also improving your entire hormone profile, the known ones and the unknown ones. So yeah, physique benefits, mental benefits. Again, it's another nootropic. All that dopamine increase can make people have a calm and a confidence to change their whole life. Not just social situations, but if, some people, that's their real tripping block or whatever, where they're really stuck and hung up in life. In some people, the way this, because again, everybody's brain chemistry is their own awesome, complicated, amazing thing. And it's not going to affect everybody the same, but, adaptogens are safe. This plant has proven to be safe regardless of how much anybody's taken it for how long. They haven't developed any dopamine addiction or anything because it's an intelligent adaptogenic plant. It's not a drug. Just because something has mind-altering effects, someone giving you a different idea about something is a mind-altering effect, so do we have to call that a drug too? Be careful, because that's the way society's trying to go with a lot of things. Okay, stamina, endurance, these have been proven to go up on tests, hand-eye coordination, agility, so again, everything athletic, and they really can't outlaw something like this, at least not yet. But, if there's any drug, if there's any supplement that somebody's patented and they're making a bunch of money on that does any of those things proven in a test, that gets banned from sports competitions. And that's the kind of stuff people pay money for and believe in because it boosts, one thing like stamina. Well, a plant like this does that just among every other amazing thing it's doing in your body and mind, okay? It's so much more, but it's not going to be hyped or promoted, and you don't, and cost a bunch of money and come in a pill or a vial. So the way people have been trained to look for their help in life, they're not seeing their real help, is what I'm getting at here, in sports and otherwise. A lot of people aren't even looking for anything because they don't know there is anything. They don't know there is any real help in this world. So anyway, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how much help there really is. So, adaptogenic awareness. Let's go on here. Intellect, okay, proven. Benefits for tests, benefits for learning, benefits for mental improvement. So, as I was talking about with the ashwagandha, the go-to cola, all three of the adaptogens we've covered so far, and the list is going to keep going. They've all been proven to build neurons and new pathways in the brain and improve the overall function and ease of function in the mind and make you capable of learning more, okay, or reacting faster, or accessing what you know better. Overall improvement, okay. Limitless implications. If you like bodybuilding for your IQ, think about that. Health benefits all around, and you can grow and expand your mind more, faster, easier, better than you could without it. If it sounds too good to be true, people, that's because you've been living in a world where the things that are sold to you as awesome are drugs that sort of sometimes might give you at least some temporary effect you're looking for, and they always have dire health consequences that make you worse and sicklier, so you're on that You're on that wagon getting even more meds now to keep you balanced out. That's why something like this sounds too good to be true, because what you've been trained to see as good is shit, you know? And I'm not pointing the finger at anybody and saying, oh, the evil overlord's this, the evil overlord's that, because once people get carried away with that nonsense, they just sit around spinning crazy tales all day and they don't get anything done and they don't improve their own lives. Look, the way reality works, you're creating more of your reality than anybody else, okay? And the more you accept that and the more you wield that, the more it even becomes true to a higher percentage. So let's get going. There's no victimization, there's creation, okay? If you're having a victim experience, that's your illusion, and that's fine. You know, illusionary experiences are what all of this life is, and they're all beneficial in their own way. But if you'd prefer to have a different experience besides the victimization experience, step into the real role of what you are, the creator, the creation experience, okay? And a plant like this can help you do that. It can tune your mind, body, and spirit together and give you well-being and ease your suffering and even turn you into a thing that feels good for once, right? Wow. Okay. Quite a little ramble there. Okay. Reproductive system, both male and female, it can repair these things, okay? Get them working again, get them working right, you know. Restore the joy in that part of life, I guess, is what it's known for people that, you know, they're just not working in those ways. It can bring you back to life. And because it's an adaptogen and it's intelligent, it works with what your body is. That's why it works for both men and women. Awesome. Okay. What else can I think of? My personal experience with it. Let's go over that. I have used this adaptogen, this plant, quite a few times now, and I very much respect it. It's become one of my familiar, you know, plant herbs that I use. So I like to cycle it with ashwagandha and gotu kola, because those three for me have a different kind of positive mental benefit state of mind. It's different on all three, but all three states are very good for dealing with day-to-day life and really anything you're doing. You know, they're all adaptogens are versatile. It's not like when you drink a pot of coffee because you're getting ready to lift a ton or something, or you know, do whatever it is you do and you get all hyped up, and then you find out, oh, that's not happening, and now you're supposed to now you're supposed to be patient with your kids or something, and you're in totally the wrong state of mind. You see what I'm saying? Adaptogens are not like that. You're ready for anything and everything all the time, and you're easily adjusting and flowing. You're just a harmonious, like, well-rounded organism. When you get enough of them in your system and your digestion is working and you're starting to get them in your bloodstream and they're actually penetrating in and getting there and you start feeling it, it's kind of like being given the gift of what it would be like to be a much more advanced person who had overall done more work on themselves and improved their state of mind-body-spirit connection. You get to experience what that's more like. And it's really positive to do that, because until you've experienced it, how are you supposed to be envisioning and creating and manifesting something, a state of being that you don't even know what it is? You know what I mean? So I think life hacks like this that are on our planet for good reason, these intelligent things are planted here to help people spring forward in their evolution and growth, to show you a platform that you didn't know was there, to show you a state of mind, a state of well-being, a state of balance, a state of maybe well-being and balance in your mind, body, spirit that you haven't ever felt, at least not since you remember, so you didn't even know it was there. And then you feel what that's like, and you start to understand that the state you've been operating in is horrifically self-destructive, and you know, things like that give you reason to to make different priorities in your life, to start taking care of what's really important, starting with yourself, because that's what all that you have to offer to reality and the all-important piece that you are. You need to start there, you know what I mean? Despite all the world's distractions. So anyway, this is another pricelessly valuable friend and a living thing that would be more than happy to develop a good friendship with you no matter who you are. That's the cool thing about adaptogens. They're not like me, they're not like you, they're not like people who get cranky and have personality conflicts or whatever. Adaptogens, they simply work with and harmonize whatever they're working with, whoever you are. So they make a priceless friend to anyone. That's real medicine, but it's more than real medicine. That's like I say, it's like a friend. It's like a living, intelligent, helpful friend. So anyway, adaptogenic awareness. That's our herb for today. Research in the links below. Ignite your curiosity. Well, follow your curiosity and ignite your passion, and start a friendship. Start a lifelong friendship with something that changes the course of your life for the better. Okay? Awareness of these plants will cause them to become important to humanity before they're gone. And then we value things like this. We make sure there's a lot of it so more people can benefit from it. It's an all-around win-win for the planet, for us, for everyone. So that's why this awareness is important. Plus, I just love you all. So, all right, over and out for now, Jedis. May the Force be with you.